This is the Peter Greenwood Show at the Edinburgh Fringe, and I am sitting perpendicular, I think, to two gentlemen who have a show up here. Could you tell me your names and your show title, please?
We're a burger and a pint, treats for the soul, and our show title is now we're burger and a pint. I'm Ted Milligan.
I'm James Tricky. That's it, basically. We're a sketch comedy double act with our show this year. Very excited to bring it to the Pleasance Courtyard. And we're in. We're basically in. We've done like 4 shows already, haven't we?
We've done 4, and the fifth is objectively today.
Essentially today. Today for us. Maybe not today when...
Of course, of course.
6th or 7th or 8th or whatever.
Yeah.
Insert as needed.
Yeah, should we give you every number?
Because then also every day someone listens to it, we can update.
Yes.
Yeah.
We should also say then, and it was a great run. We had a lot.
This was a fantastic run. Yeah. Congratulations. I didn't think Billy Connolly himself would come and pat you on the arse, but here we are.
And we'll do the alternative as well. Yeah, it's a shame. It was a total disaster. Lost a lot of money. Shame that it reincarnated Hitler. It was so evil and bad as a show.
And listen, I don't want to tell you what to do, but you're going to have to change your hair, maybe get a little bit of plastic surgery, change your faces when you come back to Edinburgh. You just can't do that up here.
Yeah. We cannot be recognised next time we come back.
So how did you come together as a sketch group? What is your origin story?
Well, we actually met at university in Bristol, which is where we both went, in the Sketch Comedy Society, right? So it's like...
we were cool.
It's in our... Yeah, we were really cool kids, and we didn't really fancy drinking all that much. But we basically just joined that society like separately, and then were cast in the first show that they put on that year. So we're in the same cast.
Yeah, that was November 2016, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Same month Doctor Strange came out.
And
if you're listening, Benedict Cumberbatch, you're welcome.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you be?
Good plug for that show.
Good plug, film's pretty good.
And we basically just we met then. And then did sketch uni, and then kind of went our separate ways after graduation. Obviously stayed in touch, doing solo stuff. We did solo shows last year.
Yeah, we both did a run last year on our ones, which was lonesome, but fun. And I mean, said, we'll do this.
Well, it was basically what happened was Ted had entered the Leicester Square sketch off at one point, which looked like a laugh. So I was like, why don't we do it together? We haven't done sketch in years. Let's go back and do it. And we both and then we entered as a pair, and we ended up winning it. And that was a big surprise. And we were like, right, we should probably just keep doing this, I guess, in some capacity.
Yeah.
Maybe we were good at this. Maybe we are good at this. And then we just kept going.
Yeah. And the rest, as they say, is politics.
So, when you're doing sketch, I imagine there's a lot of audience work. A lot of people might ask, what's the best audience? What's the worst audience you've ever had?
For us, they hated us in Bristol that one time.
Yeah, they actually, weirdly, we thought we were coming back to like home turf.
It was like pure here we go energy. We were like, oh great, it's going to be just an electric gig back at the Wardrobe.
But I think basically we turned up, and the show starts with like a bit of conflict between the two of us, and I think they believed it.
Yeah,
and they were like, "Oh, you two are really mean to each other. Actually,
yeah,
we don't like this. We want nice friend.
Even though you're like dressed in a costume.
Yeah.
And
they really just didn't get on. And then we were clawing our way back through the whole set, and they just weren't on board with us. I think
we had an audience actually yesterday who were perfectly nice, but there's like an old woman in the front who every time we did like any joke was like going, oh, like that. It was really funny because it's like she was like. It was as if it's like everything we done was really offensive.
Yeah, it was like a massive roast or something.
Really made me laugh.
And was it? Who were you roasting?
Each other. It's only ever each other.
Yeah.
Like, the only people we're roasting are each other. Like, there's one bit where like Ted claps me on the back.
I hit you too hard yesterday. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I think the adrenaline got to him a little bit. But like, I'm a big boy.
You can take it.
And she was like, "Oh God!" It was like, "No. We're friends here.
It's in the show.
Nothing that's happening here is not something we've already planned."
Yeah.
So yeah.
So how do you get around to improving a sketch, and how do you find something new every time you do the show?
We don't in the sense that it is written.
we are still trying to build a bedrock to the show.
Yeah.
And then I think once that happens, what I think when we get more comfortable with it, what is fun for us sometimes is just to try and get each other. Like a lot of the time, we'll just randomly change a word. Like it's something as simple as that. Sometimes, like you say one word, or you like add a superlative or something randomly in, and then if you can see a slight crack on the other person's face, that keeps it interesting for us, I think.
Yeah, and like we do a couple of bits where we like chat to the audience in the show, which is, I guess, improv, but we have one sketch where we like use an audience member specifically, and that's been quite fun for this. But it's not really improv.
Yeah, it's a written show. It is a written show. Shout out to improv, of course, and as a concept,
long may it continue to absolutely clean up at the Free Fringe in a way that I never see anything do. It just rakes it in.
People love improv.
People love improv at the Free. Honestly, people love improv at the Free Fringe. It just gets billions. And I was talking to someone, and he was saying that he was in Spontaneous Sherlock. And he was like, we made back our flat money they were in the liquid rooms. It was just like people were putting 20s, 40s, 50s, American
40s?
Express.
What do you mean 40s?
They're putting American Express cards in the bucket. Like it's just went electric. And it's like, what? So yeah, we don't really have a lot of improv in our show then.
Yeah, not lots.
Do you know if those guys are hiring?
Yeah, well, try. Actually, I've not seen them in a while. They've gone their own separate
they've
ways.
made bank. They've
made
put
bank.
they've put it all in stocks and shares.
Yeah,
and they're in the Bahamas now. Yeah,
Buying low, selling high.
exactly. Right, they know what they're doing.
Exactly. Smart cookies.
So, how easy is it to make each other break at this point? Because are you used to each other, or is there still?
It's oddly getting easier in the sense of like, I think because there's slightly more on the line in some ways. It's just conceptually funnier for something to go wrong, and like
I think the other thing is that we think we're more used to each other. Right, like this is the idea that we've been performing together for like a while now, so we ideally should be used to the kind of quirks of performance that we have, and so when one person just decides to completely veer, it's so shocking and surprising that we do just crack.
Yeah.
We've been keeping it together pretty well so far.
I think so. Yeah. There's like only been one. The thing that makes me laugh, really. There's two things that really make me laugh. Aside from things that James does in terms of his talent, but the thing that makes me laugh is when it's just going wrong. And like there was one day 2 days ago, it's just like the tech cue hadn't played, and James was like, "What are we doing?" But the sketch itself was like 10 seconds long, so it's like such a waste of everyone's time to then force him to watch this sketch
for 10 seconds.
And like when it was done, and then we went into that, but we need to do it because it's part of the and it just went into the next sketch, and you could tell everyone being like, "That was it." You sort of feel that.
You were communicating, shouting to the tech at the back of the room for like 40 seconds for a sketch that is a quarter of the time.
It always makes me laugh when one of us said, when something's gone. I mean, again, this implies that nothing goes right in our show. There's a lot of great bits.
There's things that do go right, they work.
Yeah, they work. But there's just always a bit where it's like, it makes me laugh when like in the middle of a sketch, I see you look over to the tech booth, like technically in character, like just the next text cue. Especially when there's one where James is doing like an accent, like a Russian accent, and he's like going, "Hello, yeah," and then he'll look, but the tech hasn't played, so that was more Scottish than Russian, wasn't it?
Yeah. I sounded Russian.
All right. Well, he was going like, "Hello, dobry dov," like that.
Wow.
And then, wow. It's good, isn't it? Accent. Well, that's why he does the accent. But then because the tech cue, he was like, "Dobry dov." Sorry, mate. Can we have the? And it really, really got me. That's very funny.
Do you have a favourite sketch?
I think so.
Probably Dead Parrot. The Dead Parrot sketches.
Wait, Monty Python.
Yeah. That's pretty good. Although there's one they did where they're hitting each other with fish. That's a good one.
Yeah, I've not seen that one, but I'll check it out.
It's fabulous. They're kind of dancing around, but like back and forth. Slap with a fish.
Yeah.
Did you mean in our show, or did you mean overall?
I assume.
I generally meant in your show.
Yeah,
but
fine.
let's discuss.
No, we can go. We can go. I will say
obviously.
probably just the James Bond sketch.
James Bond sketch is good. James Bond sketch is I think it is possibly my favourite thing we've written.
I think so.
It's definitely like there's the James Bond sketch. There's another sketch. There's a sketch I really, really like the premise of, and it's not as funny. But we have this shows how unbelievably innovative our show is. We have a mastermind sketch.
Yeah, mastermind James
It
Bond.
is
We're
funny.
really breaking new ground
It is
here.
funny. I look at the Radio 4 set list we have. It's like, what, mastermind, deal or no deal, James Bond.
We're
it's
really
like,
topical.
You got any traitors in there?
No, we don't.
No,
we don't
it's
have
a bit too
set.
modern for us.
Yeah,
I see. I
Not up to
understand.
date. I did want to write a sketch about Virgin Island. That was my big desire, but we never really got it off the ground. I've got about 8 sketch ideas about Virgin Island. None of
I've
which
not seen the show. I've not watched.
lived
the
it,
TV.
mate. That's what you done.
No, thanks,
Bit of a
mate.
joke there.
Brilliant.
But no, I like James Bond. But we have a mastermind sketch that I really like. There's a few sketches that we had that were like really funny that we've cut, and we can
What,
talk
were they
about them
really
without
funny? Is
giving
that why
a
we
shout.
cut them?
Well, we've cut a few sketches. There's a few that are conceptually funny.
I think so. Yeah.
You know, we had a sketch where it was, what have we cut? We had a rap battle sketch.
Yeah, we
that
also-
I used to really like, but it didn't go anywhere.
We had a sketch which was it was like two dudes at like this alpha male convention,
Oh, yeah.
and they're actually just lions.
Yeah, it really we did that sketch. Actually, yeah, we loved that sketch, but it was just dreadful.
It just ended up being like a load of lion facts. So we had to cut it.
It was literally just like the idea was being like you got to be like a lion in business, and obviously
You've got to run at speeds of 81 kilometers an hour.
Yeah,
like, stuff
and
like
they were
that.
like, and I remember
quite bad.
Yeah, but wait,
well, it is funny. You
That's funny. I wanna hear about
We liked it.
And I remember there was a bit in it where it's like you went, we had to go at one point. If anyone's confused, we are actual lions.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
remember saying that.
Explain the concept. We are genuine bona fide lions, not two weird men dressed up as lions.
Raw.
That's a whole different kind of
Yeah,
event.
they're completely different.
Shout,
Yeah,
out,
yeah.
shout out the furries.
Yeah.
But we learnt loads of lion facts for it. I know loads of lion facts. They sleep for like 21 hours a day.
They do.
Useless.
They eat up to like, what was it, like 2 stone in meat a day?
The equivalent of a cast iron bathtub.
No, that's how much they weigh.
So that's how much. Yeah. Oh, it's like a tire or something.
Yeah,
right?
it's-
yeah.
yeah.
So what if you put a lion in a bathtub?
Yeah.
That'd be like 4 stone.
Yeah,
It'd be the most
yeah.
heaviest thing in the world.
Heavy,
Yeah.
really
I
heavy.
wouldn't even. I dread to think how heavy that would be.
Can't even picture the number.
Yeah,
It's too big.
it'd fall through the roof.
Although if a lion was
Master Supreme.
in a bathtub, would it lay like this way, like a cat, or would it lay in the bath like a
Oh,
human?
this is like
That's
where does
such
a
a-
giraffe wear a
wears
tie?
trousers.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
sorry.
It's trousers. Are you nut? Obviously, a giraffe wears trousers on its legs.
Yeah, but it's got 4 legs.
But surely. But
Interesting.
This
That's
is
what thought
interesting.
about
I
now.
never thought that because I'd assume that
Is
you
it-
would
is it
have a
along-
4 pair of trousers.
Yeah, so you're not thinking it's across the middle and then going to the back.
No, I think it was a 4. No, I think.
So you think it's
an
along the
animal-
midriff and it's coming all down
That,
all
because
4
because
legs?
for me, I would put the tie there as well. So if I was to like dress in a giraffe,
You put tie at the bottom of the neck.
yeah, like that. But because it'd be built
Oh.
into the suit or something.
So
like,
you're not putting the tie at the top of the giraffe's neck.
I think the tie has to be at the top.
no, that's too whimsical. That's like this giraffe's got.
That's
This
too
giraffe's
whimsical.
doing business.
Yeah, because the whole bottom of them, the sort of centaurish bit,
Yeah.
I view it like a centaur. Right? So
Yeah.
you'd put that as the sort of suit for the giraffe. I've always thought. But
Wait, yeah.
See,
So,
it's-
but if it's a centaur, the centaur's neck is up top, right? Because it's got like arms and it's got like 6. It's
yeah,
got,
but that's different because that's a centaur. But my point is like the way in which I view like a centaur is like almost like its trousers are the bottom.
the horse.
Yeah. So the way I'd view a giraffe is that it's.
That's where the trousers go.
Does that make sense?
I think so.
See,
I don't know if this is normally what you talk about on.
Not normally. It's happened once or twice. This
Right.
exact conversation, word for word. See, my concern with having the tie around the bottom of the neck, right, is end of the day, giraffe goes out, having a couple of drinks, maybe gets a bit wide. Somebody's like, "Oh, you!" It's easier to grab the giraffe by the ties.
Yeah.
But if it's up here, it's like, "Oi, fucking." Come
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
See?
Yeah.
But if you're getting wide as a human being, you're like the tie's there, isn't it?
Yeah.
And also,
You know.
if you're in a circumstance where you are picking a fight with a giraffe, I think the last thing that I'd worry about is if I was picking a fight with a giraffe with a tie on.
Would I grab the tie?
Would I?
Trousers.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
does-
yeah.
I think my head would be so on Mars. It's funny, I was thinking about this
You
yesterday.
have to be so drunk to
You
pick
have to be
up a
so trying to pick a fight with a giraffe.
fight in a
But
suit.
I'm up for it.
I was saying this yesterday. Like I was talking about it. Was like it's when you're happy, when you're like over the moon,
Yeah.
right? And it's like this isn't a bit because I was using so many space metaphors yesterday. I was like, my head's on Mars.
Yeah.
But your head being on Mars is bad, but being over the moon is good. So it's like it's
Wow.
good until you get to Mars.
This
basically.
is literally the kind
It's
of
like
thing that
out
my
of this
dad-
world is good. It's like out of this world is good. I was literally, oh my god, was I boring people at Club Bar about this? Sorry, Jake Bardoy.
See, you say being on Mars is bad. Matt Damon would agree with you.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, a film I've never seen.
That's an excellent film.
Yeah, I saw Ridley Scott. He did a very long speech about it at the Golden
Yeah.
Globes, and he said he wouldn't leave the stage. And his brother directed Top Gun.
Well, there we go.
Yeah.
Yep. And a movie about a train.
What's it called?
It's called Unstoppable. It's about a train. It's about a runaway train, and Denzel Washington has to hunt it down.
That sounds
Hunt
fun.
it down?
That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Pretty easy to find a runaway
Yeah,
train. There's
I mean,
not-
they just go forward or backwards.
Just walking into the. Have you seen a train? Have you seen this train? Has anyone seen this train?
That's a better movie. Can we make that film?
Yeah,
I'll be
yeah,
the
I'd
train.
love to do that. Let's do that.
And I'll just,
Typecast as ever.
But
I'm
also,
just running
like,
down the track, like
yeah, it's just on the track, right? You just like, well, like, I'll just follow this.
It is
I guess I'll
amazing.
just follow this the whole way.
But then, like, it's funny because, like, obviously the first ever film was a train, you know, and they all get really scared.
yeah.
Oh,
Doesn't
when
that,
it's
like,
like
doesn't
coming
that just
towards
show
the
how far
camera.
we've come as a species?
Yeah, I
That we
think
can
so.
now give trains full parts in movies.
Yeah,
And, like,
yeah. Have you
we've overcome that prejudice of the train won't. I think it's kind of beautiful.
It's
in a way.
beautiful, I think. Yeah.
Although I don't think trains are allowed into SAG-AFTRA, so it's
They're not?
We haven't come this far.
So Thomas doesn't have a card or anything.
Thomas does not have a card. He can't get any other work.
Oh,
His
dear.
deals are strictly under the wheels.
What's his Sodor?
Sodor, the Isle of
That's it,
Sodor.
Yeah, the Isle of Sodor. There's an episode I remember where Alec Baldwin is in it.
That's the movie.
That's the
Thomas
mo-
and the Magic Railroad.
That's it.
Alec Baldwin is in it, and is he the bad guy in it?
Yeah, I don't think he's the fat
imagine,
controller.
I can't imagine
Yeah.
him being the good guy.
No, but he's the bad guy in the Cat in the Hat. He
Yes.
lies in his house, gets repossessed like halfway through the movie.
Yeah.
I remember this bit. It was the first time I'd seen repossession on screen. I was like, it's how, you know.
I've not really seen that many versions of Repossession on screen. If I'm totally honest.
I've
with
actually seen now quite a lot.
I don't
a lot of the dramas I watched
If
tend
I-
to have some sort of
you.
repossession.
If I had to honestly, I don't think I could ever pinpoint the first time I saw Repossession on screen. To be
Have you just seen possession normal when
yeah,
they buy a house?
I've seen complete possession.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
people are like, "Oh, that's my bag." You know, I've seen that on
Yeah,
screen.
yeah.
Again,
Yeah,
I probably couldn't point to the first.
First time you saw
instance
someone
of
say,
that.
"That's my bag" on screen.
You know what? This is your cup. That's my cup now.
There we go. Oh,
Repossessed.
First Repossession on the podcast, probably.
Yeah, yeah.
Absolutely, yes. This is. Oh, have I? No, never. Anyway,
He did a very weird video, Alec Baldwin, on the day of Sam Neill's death. Very sadly, Sam Neill passed away, and he just did this insane ramble. It's like 3.5 minutes, and he just talks about making Hunt for Red October, which I
I remember hearing about that.
which I watched before it sort of went like viral. I put it on my story, being like, "This is please everyone watch this. It's absolutely bizarre." And he just goes like, "Wow, what an actor!" about loads of people that aren't Sam Neill, and I don't think Sam Neill's in the Hunt for Red October.
I think he has like a bit part. I don't think he's like main cast.
Yeah.
I think it's like also featuring like
Yeah.
that credit.
Which I guess because I was thinking I've seen the Hunt for Red October, and I don't remember him being in that film at all.
Right.
You know.
Anyway,
Yeah, Sean Connery trying to do a Russian accent, but just not even trying.
No, it's really good. That is it. The Rock that people say is like meant to be like a James Bond.
Yes, The Rock. People say The Rock is meant to be like the last his James
yeah,
Bond
and he's
film.
actually James Bond in The Rock because they don't give him a name or something, and he's
I've not seen the film. I'm so lost here.
you've not seen a lot.
I checked out this conversation.
fair enough. Anyway, but what's your
Welcome
favourite
back.
sketch? What's your favourite sketch?
sketch. We're back to this. Yeah.
Where can people find out more about you guys online?
Well, we have an Instagram account
Yeah, we've got an Instagram account. We've got a
called Burger Pint Comedy. Which,
funny name.
yeah.
We've got Burger Pint Comedy Instagram. We've got, obviously, you can go to the Ed Fringe website. I'd recommend not, if you want to find out, don't check The Guardian, I reckon, would be my...
Oh, what's The Guardian done?
no,
Shame.
nothing. They're lovely and great. But we just...
Oh,
we,
yeah, I said that. I might be
Wow.
Guardian.
Wow.
Wow,
Yeah,
what a
go
call
for
out.
it. He's more of a Telegraph fan. He's a Tory graph.
we don't have online. Instagram I think is the best place to find out more
Well, I
about
don't
us.
think nowadays you really have many others than Instagram because
Right.
X, formerly Twitter, is...
We don't have a website or anything.
No,
I feel like we don't really feel like we've earned a website yet.
Oh, you earned a website.
I feel like
I've got
you have a website?
I've made 3 websites by accident.
What do you mean by accident?
How do you do it by accident?
Yeah.
I didn't
Oops,
realise
I
I-
accidentally coded.
Yeah.
I went, well, no, I did not code. I used Google Sites once,
Yes.
and then I used Wix, and I made another one via Canva.
Canva are good. I'll give Canva this. They're very functional. You can
you
use them for a lot of things.
you
You
make
make
a website
loads
on
on
Canva?
Canva. Yeah,
Yeah.
you can also edit videos
Wow.
on Canva. It's actually very good for editing.
Oh,
full
interesting.
video.
I had no idea.
Shout out Canva.
Shout
another
out
brand,
Canva.
you know.
Yeah,
if
we're
you're
not
watching
sponsored.
Canva.
Yeah. Where's
Yeah.
that affiliate
Yeah.
commission, please?
Yeah. So Instagram is the best place to find you.
I'd
Surely.
say, yeah.
Yeah, surely. That or at 4:15 at the Peasants Courtyard. But
Seller.
that's less on.
That's online.
Yeah.
That's more in real life.
Yeah.
We didn't get to talk about so many things I want to talk about. I want to talk about your individual shows as well. Where are they playing?
Well, it's just me this year.
Just
with
you
an
this
individual
year?
show. That is at 9:15 in. No, it's not. That's a lie. It's at
9:25.
9:25.
Why did you lie on this podcast?
I'm so sorry.
I am ashamed of you.
Were you 9:15 last year?
Yeah, I was. 9:25 in the Pleasance Courtyard Bunker 2.
Very, very funny show.
James Trickey split. Bit of fun.
I'm going to be performing karaoke tonight as well. So
yeah, so if anyone wants to go to the Monkey Barrel tonight at 11:30, you'll find Ted on stage singing. Have you decided?
Do you know what your
Yeah,
song
I'm
is?
doing Written in the Stars.
Oh my god, that's an amazing song.
It's a great song.
I
Shout
can't
out to
wait.
the Premier League.
I can't wait to see you do Tiny Tempers bit.
I'm actually, I actually have this fear now because I went quite ham on. I don't really think white people should do rap at karaoke, but
But
I
you
think
are
written-
insisting.
But I have my rules for karaoke on my phone, and
Okay.
one of them is that an exception to that rule is Written in the Stars because it transcends rap, and it is. Because it's the Premier League anthem for so many
I
years.
see.
Do you know what I mean? So it's not
Right.
actually a rap song. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Rules for karaoke are
You're going to list them off now?
band at karaoke, Wonderwall,
Okay.
Mr. Brightside.
Right.
I think that depends. That personally, respectfully, I would ask, but we vary that from person to person.
No,
No?
no,
Okay.
it's too big. It's too famous. It's like I do like the Killers. I'm a white guy in my 20s. I like the Killers, but no, you can't do Mr. Brightside. You can do all these things I've done. You can do When You Were Young. Jenny was
Okay.
you can do other big Killers hits, and in fact, it's better to do a big hit. Bohemian Rhapsody, one of my least favorite songs ever anyway, but Bohemian Rhapsody absolutely banned. People
God, let's
only
just
do it to show off.
End this by alienating everyone.
Total Eclipse of the Heart. Well, now you are allowed to do it because she's dead.
Right.
Best
What?
song ever. Oh yeah, you can't do best song. I hate
What, by
best
1D?
Yeah, and also it's too it's actually not a very good karaoke song.
Okay.
Anything over 5 minutes.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So, like Meatloaf, I would do anything for love.
This was actually
Yeah.
it was inspired by someone doing Meatloaf Anything for Love, and I was like, oh, that did my nutting because also he was too good, and these are both inspired by that exact performance. Anyone actually good singing their perfect range, because he was just like.
Absolutely nailing it. Yeah.
And
yeah,
actually,
yeah.
that's not fun. You're just like, oh, well, you're just trying to show how talented you are.
Yeah.
And he had because at the end of Anything for Love, someone else gets involved. It's like a woman's part.
Yeah.
And so this girl then joined in. It was like, who the fuck are you now?
If you're doing karaoke with like synchronized moves and stuff, then it's probably like too rehearsed.
You did the Who's He Is last year?
No,
or
I did
Kooks?
the Kooks Naive.
And
How
then
did that go?
Fine.
You did really well. You did
Totally
really
Just
well.
fine?
Yeah, yeah. It's not. You don't really have to sing it. It's one of those ones you can just be like. So fine.
And then What's Up? That song by the Non-Blondes.
Right, yeah.
Fuck that song, man. And then white people doing rap, with the exception being Written in the Stars. It literally says with the exception.
Well, there we go.
being
That thanks for listening to Ted's rules for karaoke.
There we go. Now we know, and knowing is half the battle.
Yeah, yeah.
exactly.
The other half of the battle is the battle, of course, but we'll get to
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
We'll
yeah.
get to that.
You got to know where the battle is to fight the battle.
Yeah, you just type battle into your GPS, doesn't come up.
Exactly.
You need to text some friends. Hey, where's the battle? It's over here.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's a battle in.
There is a place called
There's a
Battle.
place called Battle.
There is a place called Battle. I'm not sure.
Well,
It's like
that's-
near Hastings, right?
Yeah, that's for the next episode.
Yeah. Next year when you come back, you can.
We'll be like we've been.
Yeah.
We've gone.
Please go for the Peter Greenwood show. I will pay for you. You can be my correspondence.
Yeah, yeah. Because it's the Battle of Hastings. That's why it's called. It's like
battles are called
it's
battles.
where the battle was. The Battle of Hastings was in Battle, not Hastings.
Yes, it was, but there was a battle just before it. You know, this
Was
battle
there?
of Stamford Bridge,
Oh, what?
which is where he.
It's a history podcast now. Sorry.
Yeah, so, you
Oh,
know,
I'm on board.
This Battle of Stamford Bridge, not Chelsea 2, Tottenham 2, which was the league, was in the East Coast, like near Middlesbrough, I think, and bloody King Harold and all his boys, they had to fight a whole battle. And then because battles are insane in the past, like they just waited, like the Normans just waited for them to come down to Hastings. So they travelled for ages. Obviously, people died en route. And so by the time they got there, they were just knackered and they had to. So it's like when all the Arsenal players turned up to the World Cup this year and just fucking run into the ground. Pleasant Cellar at 4:15 every day for a while.
I feel like we're really going into the quality of battles then versus battles now. Are you saying you don't think war is as good now?
I think war is certainly less
Fun.
Fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But back then, I feel like it was all like coat of arms and like
swords and shields.
and you'd have like painted like dragons and like
Yeah, you
lions
sort of
on
had
your shields
sigils,
and
and now
stuff.
everyone's wearing the exact same colours.
Everyone's trying to blend in and be sneaky
Yeah.
about it.
And also it's like guerrilla warfare.
It's
a lot
all-
more. It's like
yeah.
little IEDs, and fair play to Catherine Bigelow. She makes a hell of a movie, but she's not making a movie about the Battle of Bosworth Field because
Yeah.
it's not. It's one of those things where it's like the modern war. It's because Call of Duty is quite a good example of this. I think in that
Yeah.
what happens in Call of Duty is you and like 4 others go into like an airport or something.
Yeah. But if it was like you and like 200 other lads, all with like your swords and shields, like that's just a laugh. Maybe a
Hell of a
horse or
stag.
10. You know,
That's like a stag weekend.
Yeah,
That's what I mean.
exactly.
Yeah. Stag or whatever your sigil is.
Yeah.
Like you go like if you and I were like, what are you doing this weekend? Oh, me and the boys were going to go.
We're gonna go to war.
Well, because then war in the sort of in the 1700s when it got a bit like redcoaty and then it was all muskets. I think that's when it got. That's more tactical.
Yeah.
Because in the past, the tactics were predominantly just run at them and try and kill them.
Yeah.
Obviously, the Romans and the Greeks had their own thing, but like then in the sort of Wellington era, that was when it was like they had
So
muskets.
415, the Peasants' Courtyard.
That's my favourite era.
Bergen
I
and
love
Pint.
that era.
Yeah.
If you want to see something cool while you're in Edinburgh, go out to the castle. William Wallace is it here or is it in Stirling? Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. William Wallace's sword is there, and it's like the size of a person. It's
Really?
massive.
There was a William Wallace
pretty awesome.
video game you used to be able to play that I remember someone talking about once, where but it was really boring, and it was just like you need grain to improve your castle.
I have no memory of this, but I'll look into it.
No, look into it. It's something you could play this afternoon, even
Fantastic.
after 4:15.
After 4:15. Thank you so much for coming on, guys.
Thanks so much
you
for
for
having
having
us. Me?
Well, me, yeah, you.
Us. Thank you for having us.
Thank you for coming on collectively.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
And also thank you to you. Yeah. Burger and a Pint, Treats for the Soul, are playing every day of August except for Wednesday the 19th at 4:15 in the afternoon at Cellar at Pleasance Courtyard. For tickets, go to edfringe.com and search for Burger and a Pint. I've been Peter Greenwood. This has been Peter Greenwood Show at the Edinburgh Fringe Festival. Bye, everybody. Bye.